The counter has 3 square feet of usable space, and right now none of it is clear. The dish rack is overflowing. There's a cutting board leaning against the wall because there's nowhere else to put it. You move one thing and 2 others fall. You reorganize the same corner for the 5th time this month, and it still doesn't feel right. Because in a small home, there is no corner you can quietly ignore. Every surface is visible. Every pile is in the room with you. And the clutter isn't just physical, it follows you. It sits on your chest when you sit on the couch. It hums at the edge of your thoughts when you try to rest. You've bought the bins, the drawer dividers, the stackable containers that promised they would finally make everything fit. And for a few days, things looked better. Then slowly, inevitably, the same objects reappeared in the same places, and the weight came back. That feeling of doing everything right and still ending up in the same place is the kind of exhaustion that doesn't go away with a weekend of cleaning. It goes deeper than that. What if the problem was never the clutter itself? What if it was the way you were taught to think about the objects you own? There is a quieter way to approach this. Not a system exactly, more like a shift in how you see the things around you. And once you see it, releasing what no longer belongs becomes something closer to completion than loss. Stay with this video until the end. The last idea tends to be the one that makes everything else finally land. There is a phrase in Japanese, mono no aware. It translates roughly as the gentle sadness of things. But that translation only reaches halfway. Mono no aware is the feeling you get watching cherry blossoms fall. Beauty and passing happening at the same time, inseparable. It is the understanding that impermanence is not a flaw in things. It is what makes them meaningful at all. When you hold that feeling, releasing something is not an erasure. It is an acknowledgement. The object had its season. The season ended. Letting go honors that. The first idea that flows from mono no aware is this. Objects don't carry meaning permanently. They carry it for a time. Think of the mug you bought during a trip you still remember warmly. The meaning of that trip is not stored in the ceramic. It lives in you, in the memory, in the way you still smile when you think about the morning you found it. The mug was a vessel for a season. When the season passed, the mug became an object again. And an object that no longer holds anything for you, but still takes up space in your small kitchen, is quietly asking you to carry it. Every time you move it to reach something behind it. Every time you wash it out of obligation. Every time you feel a flicker of guilt for not using something you should love. The practice. Pick up one object you keep but never use. Hold it. Ask not, do I still use this? But, is this still in season? That question opens a different door. The second idea is about what accumulation actually costs in a small space. In a large home, objects can drift to the far reaches of spare rooms and basement shelves, where they ask nothing of you. In a small home, every object is present. Every object participates in how the room feels. You cannot ignore what doesn't belong here, because here is everywhere. Clutter in a small home isn't just visual noise. It's an ongoing negotiation, moving, stepping around, reaching past, reorganizing. The mental overhead is constant, and here mono no aware offers something practical. When you understand that everything has a season, you become a gentler gatekeeper, not because you care less about your things, but because you understand them more honestly. If you've been looking for a way to build a lighter, more intentional home routine around your real life, there's something in the first pinned comment worth exploring. It's called Cozy Home Builder. Answer a few questions. Get a personalized home plan in seconds, built around your available time, your energy, and what your home needs each day. The third idea asks you to reconsider the objects you keep for a version of yourself that hasn't arrived yet. The clothes from a different size, the kitchen equipment for recipes you've been meaning to try for 3 years, the craft supplies for the hobby you thought you'd pick up. These objects are not bad to keep. but they create a specific kind of pressure in small spaces. The pressure of unmet potential stacked on shelves, visible every morning. Each one quietly says, "You haven't become this yet." Mono no aware would ask, what season were these objects waiting for? And if that season never came, can you release them with warmth rather than guilt? You are not releasing a failure. You are releasing a story that no longer fits the home you are actually living in. The fourth idea is the one that tends to change how everything else feels. Bringing something new in is a decision, not a reward, not a solution, not an experiment. Small homes cannot afford the habit of buying first and deciding later. The bin that looked useful in the store, the organizer that seemed like the answer. Every new object that enters a small space displaces something, even if only slightly. And many people have discovered after years of buying storage that storage was not the problem. The objects being stored were. Mono no aware helps here too. Before something enters, the question shifts from "Will I use this?" to "Is there a season for this here?" It is a gentler question and a more honest one. There is something underneath all of this that is worth naming. Decluttering a small home is not, at its heart, about fitting more into less space. It is about creating a place where you can actually rest, where walking through the door means something, where the room does not immediately hand you a list of things to feel guilty about. Every object you release makes the room a little quieter, and a quieter room makes the mind a little quieter. This is not a metaphor, it is what happens. What you are really building, one released object at a time, is a home that is honest about who you are right now. Not who you were, not who you are planning to become. The person you are, today, in this season. That's what Cozy Home Builder was built for. It's a smart daily planning tool that takes your real day into account, your time, your energy, your home's current state, and creates a personalized plan in seconds. No more standing in the middle of the room wondering where to start. No more guilt for not following a system that was never designed for a home like yours. You open it, answer a few questions, and get a clear, gentle plan built for today. The home maintenance tracker that comes with it keeps small tasks visible before they become overwhelming. So deep cleaning days start happening less and less. Scan the QR code on the screen now or find it in the first pinned comment and see what a plan that actually fits your life looks like. Your home is small. That doesn't mean it has to be hard. It means every object in it matters more. And every one you release with care and with honesty makes room for a little more peace.